Hey everyone, how's it going? So I want to apologize because I didn't realize that that video ended the way it did, but that was on Monday. It's now Wednesday night, and I finally made enough room in the garage to get the new vehicle in here in the light because it's nighttime. And I did do an overview video. It was really clean, yada yada, but I felt like I was a little overconfident about it, more chauvinistic than I would really like to portray. So I'm gonna do it again here for you guys, so we can see it. All right, so this is our new vehicle. Hey, did you guys know it was gonna be a van? Sam and I had looked online at many different vehicles. You know, right now it's kind of hard to actually go test drive stuff, but we looked at Explorers, Tahoes, Suburbans, Expeditions, just probably I looked at them more, I guess, than she did. I ran them, did the numbers in my mind, and yada yada, and I definitely knew that we needed more space, we needed a little more towing capacity, and we needed something a little fresher. I don't know if I mentioned this in the Mazda video, but the Mazda had a leaking axle in the front, I believe it was passenger side, and it's an all-wheel drive system. So with that being said, they'd probably say, oh, you need to replace the axles because it has 166,000 miles on it or whatever it had, and it's all-wheel drive, so you got to replace every single one of them. And then I also noticed that coming off of like a 55 or 65 mile an hour zone, you could really feel, it felt like the torque converter or the transmission was just kind of shuddering, like it was catching. So I definitely thought it's time to probably get out of this thing and get something a little more in our needs, which I'll talk a little more about that. So anyways, we went with the Grand Caravan. We were originally looking more at Hondas and Toyotas, but for the premium that we pay, we're really not looking for a lifetime investment. So the amount of premium that a person pays for that, I wasn't really interested because it's like $5,000 or $10,000 more, and all of them that we could find were like the lowest base model package, and just not really interested in the style. So we went with the Grand Caravan. So, let me show you the back. I'll show you the inside. We'll talk a little more about it. The package is an SXT third row seating. I am going to have this folded down all the time, but Sam's parents are coming over tomorrow and they haven't seen it yet, so they're probably going to want to go take it for a little ride. The third and second row, they fold down completely flat. You can put like a 4x8 sheet of plywood in here if you wanted to. But that's kind of how that is. You can hit the button and the gate will close automatically. Also, I should mention that the key fob, you can open the doors, any of them, and open and close them and remote start. So that's kind of a really nice feature that we've actually been using like quite a bit, actually. So this is the interior package that we kind of fell in love with. Vinyl or leather with the suede or soft cloth insert, which I think is really nice. I like the black. We had the white interior, and like you spill water on it and it makes a mark. I didn't like that. These have dual armrests, which is cool. And we really wanted to get what I call captain's chairs. So 2 separate chairs. Because in the Mazda, Rose had to be in the center, and because of that, anybody that would ride in the back seat, her straps would click in, at the metal parts here. This van would be the same way if it had a center seat. And so when you get a passenger in the back, they can't buckle, not very easy at least. So that was annoying, and so we opted to get away from that. And yeah, these just fold forward, and under the mats here it opens up. Here's the driver's door. Has a nice little illuminated thing, which I like. The rear windows, the very last ones, flip open, and then all four of them go down. I feel like the other van I've been in, the second row, the windows never rolled down, but I don't know. Maybe they all do that. Here's maybe a better look at the seats. Pretty cool. The cup holder's illuminated. I think that's pretty neat. These open up. I like that. And what else? Driver and passenger have their own control settings, and then you can control the rear, and then also in the rear they have all their own controls too. I like that because riding in the back seat of pretty much any vehicle, in the summertime you're too hot, and in the wintertime you're too hot or too cold, so it's nice to be able to control that stuff yourself. Bluetooth. If you want to load a CD, it's pretty cool. It's not going to do it, but this whole thing like folds forward. Let me show you the other side so I can show you the secret snack compartment. It's real gross because, like I said, it snowed and yeah. Sam has her secret snack compartment back. We had this in the Chevy. So the top glove box in the bottom. What is this? Oh, at a glance, it almost looks like a marijuana leaf. I don't like that. You can put a rack on the top if you wanted to, so that's cool. I don't know if I really will, but it's a nice option. Oh, and eTrailer.com came through again. I ordered this Monday at like 4 o'clock, and it was here yesterday. It took like less than 2 days to get here. Seriously, I don't know. Every time I order these, they seem to come faster and faster. And I think I'm in their file now because I've ordered so many of them. I got shipped gold, which is awesome. And I think the shipping was like free, so that was pretty cool. So we got the hitch on there. I got a 2-inch receiver, and that brings me back to wanting to tow more. So Sam and I, we're not looking to tow like a giant camper, but we want to get into a pop-up again. And the Mazda would have done it. The Mazda would have towed just fine, but it's more like being able to actually have some cargo capacity. And I read up on these, Dodges are known for some goofy things. Maybe they rust a little easy, or the transmissions, that's a big thing. But to combat those things, I did purchase the aftermarket, they call it the Minnesota package. So it's going to go in, and they're going to put the specialty wax on there and fill all the doors and stuff. And I did it with the truck, and you guys know I got burned with that. But the problem with the truck was they were never supposed to sell it to me as far as like being able to warranty the paint. It was too old of a pickup by that time. So this time it'll actually work. And then they do the interior too, where if you get a stain, you bring it in and they'll clean it for you. So they talked me into that. But then the dealership that I went to, they offer a lifetime warranty on the drivetrain. So essentially it sounds like 10 years worth of a drivetrain warranty under the condition that you do all the service manual maintenance, which on my car I do all the work myself, but on our primary, that's what I would consider a primary vehicle, I'll do oil changes, but I'll bring it in for everything else. So I was pretty good with the Mazda, did the transmission fluid, brought it in for all that type of stuff. So it's not really a big deal to me about that, but that was really cool. They tried to get me another 10-year comprehensive one, and that would have actually been bumper to bumper, other than like tires and the wearable stuff, until 180,000 miles or something ridiculous. But they wanted a lot of money for it, and I said no thanks. So we actually ended up getting this van. I think was actually a really, really good deal. I never even, well, you guys might have seen the miles. It has 44 or 46,000 miles. I want to say it's like 46,000 miles. So we got a really good deal on this van. And then the Mazda, they gave us a pretty honest trade-in price. You know, I wasn't upset about it. That Mazda had, I don't want to say a lot of miles, but for being 5 years old, it had 160,000. So what is that? 30,000 plus a year. And we don't drive like we used to. Now we might, but yeah. So that's pretty much it. Hopefully, I didn't come off as ego happy as I was in the last video, but yeah. So we bought, pretty much like I said, we looked at so many, or I researched so many vehicles, and I think that the van was a very modest choice that'll fit our needs very comfortably. It's a very safe vehicle, and I think that little van stigma lowers the price quite a bit, because if you tried to get a 19 Explorer, you'd be paying, I don't know. Well, let's put it this way. The brand new one that they brought around, which was a 2020, they wanted, I think it was like $10,000 more, and it was a bare bones package. So this one here, when it was brand new, was probably 35,000 if I had to guess. And we got it for less than half of that price. So I'm very happy with this, with the purchase. Oh yeah, and it has the 3.6 liter V6 and the 6-speed trans behind it. And I thought it was funny that Mazda's saying, if you guys remember, a zoom, and the Mazda's 0 to 60 time was 7.8 seconds, and this is I think 7.2 or 7.3. So this vehicle is actually faster, and it's a van. So, okay, I'm rambling on. Thanks for watching, guys, and now you know. We'll have lots of adventures to come.